Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Marvel Contest to Champions. Now, with all of the crap that's happened over the past month or so, with all of the new updates and changes that are going to happen, whether you like them, you don't like them, you're uncertain of what's going to happen with the game, we now have some actual information on the updates to the arena that have been talked about. The stuff's here now. You can see it in the background of the screen here. Obviously the camera's a little bit off center to where I'm going to be able to show my complete face, looking at you guys the whole time I'm doing this, because I'm going to be reading this with you guys. But I have already read it, and from what I can see, this is pretty decent stuff. So let's take a look here. With the Grandmaster and the Collector starting their war, things have started to remold and change within the Battle Realm. The next area to be affected by this wave of change is the arenas. Starting with the arena commencing March 2nd, you're going to see something quite exciting and different that will give you more choice and greater chances at earning the top rewards. This is something, and we'll get into it as soon as we get down here a little bit further, this is something that really could have played to help me out in some of the arenas that I did with the Hood, with Cable, and could have probably got me the champion. So let's continue here. When imagining what the future of arenas should look like, we decided we wanted to create more arenas, which makes it easier on everyone, because the more stuff that's going on, the lower the scores are going to be, because people are going to be competing in different things, with more choices for players of all levels, meaning all players, regardless of where they are in the progress of the game, will have an arena that is suited to their needs, whether that is continuing to build and upgrade your roster of 2-star champions as you prepare to try your first event quest, or building your roster of 4-star champions to compete for the featured champion in the future. Another one of our goals is to reduce the amount of fights players will have to do in order to win the top prize. To do this, we started off by doubling the prize pool for the featured champion from 400 to 800. Now, when I said that this thing needed an overhaul and at least 200 extra spots added, we've got that doubled now. I was only expecting to go from 400 to 600, because the very first time it was top 200 would get the champion, and then they increased the pool to 400. They've increased it to 800. They have doubled it, so it's been a double every single time now. So that's pretty sweet to me, and it's way overdue in my opinion. It's been over a year since the first time that they doubled it, and now they're actually doubling it again. So first time they did 200 extra, this time they're doing 400 extra. That's really cool to me, because some of these times that I've done the arena, I fell into that category of the 800, the top 800, and I didn't get the champion because I was off. But it's pretty awesome. And doubling the prize pool for the basic hero from the top 5% of players to the top 10% of players. That's pretty cool too. It's going to get better too once we get down through here. Secondly, we are also doubling the amount of arenas that will be running simultaneously. Each of these arenas will have a different top prize for players to vie for. This will include separate arenas for the 3-star featured champion, the 4-star basic hero, the 4-star featured champion, and another for 2-star champion crystals. By increasing the amount of arenas from 2 to 4, summoners will be competing against fewer competitors for more rewards. That's a really good thing. We're also going to be allowing the use of 5-star champions in the 4-star hero arena, allowing players to score more points for fights with 5-star champions. These factors combined mean that summoners will be able to earn top rewards from the extended prize pools with fewer fights. I'm not so much in love with the idea of 5-star champions being introduced into the 4-star featured hero champion arena, because that is definitely going to drive the scores up more. But we've increased the pool to 800, so that's a step in the right direction. We'll see exactly what cutoffs end up being after the first arena, which is going to be for Archangel. Without further ado, let's take a look at the rank rewards for each of the arenas in the Veterans Bracket. So we've got the Summoner Trials. You'll use 1- and 2-star champions to earn points. This arena does not have any cost to find an opponent. That's really cool, especially for the starter players, because that's who's going to be using these the most the guys who don't have that much to give. So there's not going to be any cost to you to find a champion to go up against. And it's going to be the top 50 ranked players will earn a 2-star crystal, 1,200 3-star shards, and 5,000 premium hero crystal shards. And then it scales down the rest of the way. You still get a 2-star crystal if you're top 10%, but you get less of the 3-star shards and the 4-star premium hero crystal shards. But that's a good way for players on the lower end to be able to do things. 3-star featured arena, it's still going to be using 2. Oh, they're good. 3-star is going to be actually use 3-star champions now. So before, with the 3-star arena, the only thing you could use were 2 stars. So now you have the possibility of using your 2 and 3-star champions, and it's going to be the top 50 ranked players will earn a 3-star featured hero, and the top 10% will earn a 3-star featured hero, plus 200 4-star shards in the top 10% bracket. Top 50 get 250 4-star shards and a 3-star rank 1 to 2 gem. The class of the gem will match the class of the featured champion. So I'm guessing that that means that you'll go from rank 1 to 2 with the gem without having to use anything, which would be really cool. And then it scales down from there. You guys can see that here. 4-star basic arena. You will only be, and this is kind of just taking place for the 4-star feature arena, you're only going to be able to use your 3 and 4-star heroes to earn points in that. So it's basically just converting that over. But the top 50 ranked players will earn 1 4-star basic champion, 350 5-star shards, and a 4-star rank 1 to 2 gem. The class of the gem will match the class of the basic hero. I kind of do like that rank gem. That gives a little bit of extra added onto it, but only the top 50 are going to be able to get those. So you're going to have to score a pretty decent amount in these arenas for the basic champions to be able to get that. But rank 1 to 2 instantly is kind of cool. Top 10% of rank rewards eligible players will earn a 4-star basic hero and 305 5-star shards. So, I mean, you're getting something additional to that. So that's kind of cool to me. I like that. It kind of, I find that 300 5-star shards will be better than just getting the 3-star character like we were getting from the featured arena. So I like that. I'm not too displeased with that. And then we move on finally into the 4-star featured arena, which we will be able to use only our 4 and 5-star champions to earn points. I kind of liked using my 3 stars in the 4-star featured arena because that allowed me to continuously play over and over and over again. Even with the amount of 4 stars that I have, there is no way that for the 4-star featured arena that I'll be able to continuously play over and over and over again unless I use units to refresh. But the top player will earn an arena champion title, 1 4-star featured champion, and 1,000 5-star shards. So they're adding extra stuff in here as well, which is really kind of cool because they're compensating for the stuff that are taken out. And honestly, I don't really think that they need to compensate for taking things out and adding more arenas. I really don't, because the way that this is going to work and figure itself out could be better for everyone in the long run anyway. Players between 2 and 800 will earn the 4-star featured hero and 800 5-star shards, and then it scales down from there. Top 10% will earn 400 5-star hero shards and 800 4-star shards, and then so on and so forth. I like to look at at least the top 10% of what they're going with here, and that's pretty cool. I would prefer, if I ended up in a top 10%, I would have preferred, if I didn't want the basic champion before, I would have preferred to get 400 5-star shards and 800 4-star shards. I mean, that's almost halfway to a 4-star hero crystal. So that's not too bad. A refreshed arena crystal. In addition to revamping the arenas themselves, we've also given the arena crystal a little bit of a refresh. Starting March 1st, we'll be taking the ISO 8 out of the arena crystals. Now you can look forward to picking up only gold, units, energy refills, and a chance at Punisher. I like that. I like that a lot. The possibility of being able to get these things more. Not so much Punisher, because I've already got him like 3 times out of those crystals, but other people haven't, so that means your increased chance for getting Punisher is going to be 100 times better. But gold units and energy refills You can't get enough of them, right? Wait, what's an Arena Champion title? Glad you asked. The Arena Champion title is a new reward in the 4-star featured hero arena, but only in the veteran bracket. Winning the Arena Champion title will reward you the Warbound title for the first win. If you can manage to win first place multiple times, you can win more titles to add to your collection and show everybody your dedication to the arena. There probably aren't going to be very many people out there that have these, but these titles are pretty cool. Warbound for 1 win. 3 wins, you get Destroyer. 5 wins, Living Weapon. 10 wins, Super Soldier. 25 wins, God of War. And 50 wins, World Breaker. So not too bad, not too bad. Wait again. What are the rank 1 to 2 gems? It's kind of self-explanatory if you ask me, but rank up gems allow you to take a champion up 1 rank, in this case from rank 1 to 2, without any catalyst. Your champion will still need to be at max level for the rank. They can be class specific or generic. This is only the introduction of rank up gems. So that's kind of neat to me. So the ranked rewards have changed, but what about the milestones? While revamping the arena, we didn't want to leave any milestones unturned. I don't get it. We won't get into the nitty-gritty because you'll see them soon enough, but the milestones have been revamped to match each of the arenas and will feature units, battle chips, gold, premium hero crystal shards, as well as some arena boosts. That's kind of neat to me. I'm kind of looking forward to see what arena boosts are actually going to pop up there. For players that play to hit milestones, you'll now be able to collect milestone rewards from 4 different arenas instead of just 2. So that's kind of cool. Wait, why can't we use our 3-star champions in the 4-star featured arena anymore? So it's kind of self-explanatory why you can't to me, but let's dive into this. This is one of the biggest changes that players will see with the new arenas. We made this move to solve a few problems, including rewards overlapping in different arenas. We want each of the arenas to have a clear top prize, one that players do not have to worry about overshooting. With a clear top prize, players will be much better segregated and will be competing against other players of a similar challenge level. Because there are now twice as many arenas, there will be fewer players in each arena. Additionally, we did this to help players address players' fatigue with arena. With the exclusion of 3-star champions, players will now have to do less fights to score an adequate number of points. Well, now, to me, that kind of is, it's kind of them looking at it in a good way, but it's counterintuitive in another way too, because regardless, there's going to be player fatigue regardless. It's never going to change. Players that want to be the top are always going to try to push as much as they possibly can with using units to do that. The only difference here is that it's a different kind of fatigue. Before it was a fatigue on, it could have been a fatigue on the person because they spend so much time and effort putting into the arena. Because that, like, whenever I would do my runs, it would be a continuous play until I went to sleep. Just continuous play the whole single time. No changes, no anything else like that. That would be like mental and physical exhaustion fatigue. Now it's to the point where there aren't going to be enough characters to play and keep playing until they refresh, that it's going to be a fatigue on the wallet. So, just my take on it. But won't that just favor players with more 5-star champions? But before making a change like this, we wanted to make sure that we weren't going to hurt any of our players that were scoring the featured champions. Upon looking into the previous winners, we discovered these players all already have a sizable 5-star roster. Okay? With the addition of the 4-star basic arena, we're giving those players a new avenue to build their rosters of 4 stars to in turn help them win more 5-star shards and then be able to compete in the featured champion arena. With the addition of 5-star champions to the 4-star featured champion arena, tactics will more closely resemble those that players employ in the Catalyst arenas and the Catalyst and the Crystal Cornucopia arena. So your tactics from the classic 4-star featured hero arena will change, but so will every other top players. We'll see how that works out. I'm giving them the benefit of doubt. I did with the new update that's coming out, and I'm giving the benefit of the update with this. benefit of the doubt with this update as well. I do like the idea with these changes though so far. Everything looks good. We're just going to have to see how things play out on paper. Winning the basic champion also used to give us the 3-star version of the featured champion. Why don't we have that anymore? It's because it's not really necessary. Not now. It's definitely not going to be necessary. The more 3-stars you had before, the better chances you had at continuing on with your streak and doing more in the 4-star featured champion arena. Now you don't even need the 3 stars there anymore. So I mean, I don't even need to read that. Falling short of the featured hero used to award us with the basic. Why change that? Because they kind of compensate you with the 5-star and the 4-star shards. It's kind of nice. Plus they increased the pool by 400, so you have a better chance of being able to get that featured champion now. So I don't even need to read these. There's quite a few arena boost crystals in the rank rewards. Like we said earlier, we want to make it easier for players to win rewards in the arenas with fewer fights by replacing premium hero crystals with arena boost crystals in the lower ranks of the rank rewards and milestones along the way. We're making it easier for players that don't regularly score very high to improve on their ranking for the next round of arenas they compete in, and encourage players to compete for exactly what they want instead of a chance at a champion that they have no control over. So it's kind of nice. It's kind of nice. And this system is going to take place, like I said earlier, first off with Archangel. So you could tell that. And I don't know. We'll see how things work out. Maybe I'll throw my hat into the pit on this one and see if we can actually get Archangel. Considering the last few times that I actually tried for a featured champion, I did end up in that 800 bracket. So I don't know. We'll see how things work out. We'll see what we can do. But so far, looks pretty good to me. You guys let me know what you think down in the comment section below. Hopefully this helped you guys out a little bit by seeing this. I know a lot of people don't really head over to the forums too often to see exactly what's going on, and I did catch this, so I want to make a video on it. Not too many Contest of Champions videos lately because of all the changes that are happening, but this is a good one in my opinion. I think it's going to be good. I think it's going to work out. Alright guys, thanks for watching. If you did enjoy the video, please smack that like button. If you're new to the channel, please consider leaving a sub on it. And as always guys, I'll catch you in the next episode. Later.